FC26 is here. Well, kind of. EA just dropped the reveal trailer, and from the very first seconds, you can already tell they're trying to do things differently this year. But let's get this straight before we dive in. The trailer starts off with not actual gameplay footage. Yeah, the classic EA move. It's cinematic, it's flashy, but it's not one-to-one with what you'll play on your controller. That said, EA usually bases these trailers on what they plan to implement in the actual game. But we know how it goes. They release the game, the community hates how it plays at first, everyone complains, and then they patch it. Over and over. But this year, it seems like they're trying to listen, literally. They dropped a bold quote right in the trailer. "We hear you." Then we get a drone camera shot flying around stadiums with another little disclaimer. Some camera angles and images not available in-game. Visual quality depends on your hardware. Basically, if your setup isn't top tier, don't expect everything to look this clean. But it's a good sign EA is trying to flex the visual upgrade, especially on next-gen. And then, boom, a fan-favorite return. Bayern Munich's iconic home is finally playable again in FC26. That's a big win for authenticity and realism. Next up, EA goes straight for one of the biggest community complaints, bounce backs. You know, when you make a perfect tackle and the ball magically falls back to your opponent like the game wants you to lose? Yeah, a tackling scene and then slam a huge quote, "Not anymore," which tells us they're cleaning it up, more controlled interceptions, better tackle outcomes, less randomness. Then they address one of the most debated topics in the entire community, gameplay speed. Some players want a faster, more responsive game. Others want it to feel slow and realistic. So EA's answer this time is, why not both? In FC26, you get to choose your experience. There's a mode called Authentic Gameplay if you want realism and slower build-up, and Competitive Gameplay if you want high tempo, quick reactions, and tighter mechanics. And that's huge. This might be one of the most important changes of the year. Then here they show FC25 on one side and FC26 on the other. It's a comparison clip, and the difference in agility is obvious. The FC26 player is way more responsive, turning sharper and moving smoother, like they actually care about foot planting and control this time. Then we get the classic Mbappé sprint clip, through ball in behind. A comment from the community, more pace! And EA responding with, even when they're tired, meaning fast players won't suddenly lose their edge after 60 minutes. Fatigue is real, but explosiveness will still matter. Then Rudiger appears, celebrating wildly after a penalty for Real Madrid, and EA throws a cheeky line across the screen. They got that from me. Love it. Next, Jamal Musiala dribbling like he's skating, fluid dribbling, dynamic dribbling, responsive dribbling. Now what does that mean? Fluid dribbling means the animations link better, no more stiff turns. Dynamic dribbling means the system adapts based on pressure, speed, and player style. And responsive dribbling, that's exactly what it sounds like. Quicker inputs, faster reactions. Basically, your dribbler finally feels alive again. This Lux streamer featured an FC26 trailer, big win for him raging. Anyway, classic moment where his goalkeeper saves a shot and the ball lands perfectly for the opponent to score. EA answers to this. Incoming GK overhaul, and then fewer deflection goals. What they're promising here is smarter goalkeeping, controlled deflections, improved animations, and better decision-making. Your keeper will now push the ball out of danger, not into the path of the striker. That's a massive improvement if they get it right. Next up, passing. A comment. Passing feels sluggish. Then we get a meter gauge. FC25's passing is sitting at just 16%. FC26 bumps up to 67%. Then the meter keeps going all the way to 100%, depending on your gameplay mode, authentic or competitive. And what they're showing is, passing responsiveness now scales with the gameplay type you select. That one-touch quick ping-ping football, it's back if you want it. Then they give us new skill moves. First one's called Elastico Variation. It looks like a step over into a clean Elastico. Then Drag to Chop, probably a new combo move. Then Trickster Rainbow, flashy, stylish, unpredictable. EA's clearly adding layers to the skill system for the tricksters. Then a new mechanic, off-ball shielding. You can now activate a shield before receiving the pass. This helps protect the ball before you even touch it. Love that. Then they tease, smarter goalkeeper movement. If you control the keeper manually, he'll respond better. Then a favorite move returns. The low-driven power shot. You know those fast, low rockets across goal, they're back. Next one, on-ball physicality. Players can now lean, fight, and body their way through challenges without losing control. That physical battle is getting more real. Then they tease new icons, didn't show all of them yet. But one feature that stood out is the introduction of Archetypes, marked by a thunderbolt symbol. Think of archetypes as personality traits or playstyle boosters. They define how a player behaves. So instead of just looking at pace or shooting stats, you might now have a striker with a power finisher archetype or a midfielder who's press resistant. It gives players identity and uniqueness. Then EA trolls us a bit. We don't get to see the new kits yet. A big text pops up. Sorry, you have to wait. They also reveal that Be a Goalkeeper mode is back in career mode. Finally, then, inverted wingbacks, a tactical system where your fullbacks cut inside to join midfield. Then there's a fast-paced montage of tons of new mechanics. It's all happening so fast you can't catch it all. But it's clear, this game is loaded with updates. And then, we reach the final scene. A penalty shootout. Zlatan Ibrahimović walks up in a PSG kit. That's right, he's back in the game. Then he scores. And we spot something important. The ball he's using is an official UEFA Champions League ball, which confirms EA still has the UEFA license. Inspired by you. And honestly, this trailer might actually be EA's making promises. They're addressing complaints directly. They're giving us choices, how we want the game to feel, how we want to play. We still have more to see. Gameplay trailers, ultimate team reveals, career mode deep dives. But if this is the starting point, FC 26 is off to a very, very interesting start.